Hey guys, John Richardson here with your reality recaps. Excited to bring you Evicted House Guests, Season 3 of Big Brother Canada interviews all season long. If you have questions for us, we do our show 3 o'clock Eastern every Friday where we recap the entire week, all 3 episodes of Big Brother Canada 3. And we want to hear from you. So tweet us your questions, hashtag it YRRLive. Let us know if you have any questions for the house guests, and they will be featured on our exit interviews. All right, since you're here, subscribe to our channel. Get all of our updates. All right, with that said, check out our interviews.
From yourrealityrecaps.com. How are you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm great. So excited to be talking to you today. It's been forever.
I'm so happy to be talking to you. Oh my God, this is exciting. I'm loving this.
I know, I bet you are. Okay, let's start with my first question. You were in an alliance with Brittnee and Sarah. Why do you think Brittnee considered you?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. But I knew Brittnee told me that threat like early on in the game. She was always talking about like Willow. She's like, I would work out a lot like in the house and stuff, and she'd be like, man, you're so in shape, or you're a beast. Like, oh my God, you're an athlete. And she would literally say, you're an athletic threat. I can really speak. And she would just always throw my name under the bus and be like, why isn't Willow put up as a pawn? Like, why don't we throw her up? Because I think she saw, her and Sarah both had their time on the block, and no one was even looking at me. No one was even, considering me. And everyone was giving me information. I played a very good social game, and B was onto it. And I think she also saw me as a threat because I was spending so much time with Sarah, and Sarah and I were talking a lot, and we weren't keeping B in the loop, and she caught on to that. So I think B was just on to my game, and she was right. But I wasn't going after her, and I wish she would have saw that. But good on her because, if I kept going and everything, I definitely was taking Sarah to final too. So, B, I'm glad she saw me as a threat, but it sucks that I'm here.
I know, it so does. Okay, second question. If you could give your girl Sarah any advice about her game, what would it be?
I told her this in the house, you need to bite your tongue. You need to, learn to just be a little more chill. I mean, she would say the same thing about me. Her blowing out on Bruno at the triple eviction was not helping my game, hers, or B's or anything like that. But I do love that she stands up for herself, and she's very, she doesn't back down. And I love that about her. But in the house, people don't like that. People don't like to be on edge. She needs to learn to just bite her tongue. When people are giving her information, she needs to, put on that fake face, and she's got to step up her social game now more than ever. She needs ties with every single person in that house. She needs to get their trust, and she needs to reel them in. So bite your tongue, Sarah. Feed them the right words. She's so good with words, and just, pump their ego, team whoever, and just don't get too mad, don't get too upset, and let the emotions, no emotions now, Sarah. Do not let them see your weak side.
Excellent advice. Excellent. Okay. Had you been HOH for that triple eviction, who would your targets have been and why?
The plan was Kevin and Zach, throw them up, and that was the plan. As soon as I aligned myself with B and Sarah, I was true to that. Zach is literally a very dangerous player. Again, he was working with everyone, wasn't even really true to anyone, playing all sides of the house. And Kevin, again, a genius guy. He had to get him out. I would have thrown up, though, not Peely, Ashley. You have to break up those couples. That Ford alliance was so strong, but I was not going to touch Peely. I promised that girl I would not come after her. She's an East Coaster, Nova Scotia. I truly meant that. I would have brought her as far as I could, Final Four, Final Three, just because of the East Coast thing. So I would have thrown up Ashley as the third. So we would have won Zach, Kevin, and Ashley. Again, obviously Zach being the target, depending who, won the veto or anything like that. Get Kevin out and Ashley. I don't know who I would have thrown up as a replacement. Probably not one of my alliance members. Probably not Sarah. Probably not B. I probably should have. Probably Godfrey or something like that. But that's what I would have done.
Okay, excellent. Now here is a question from one of your fans on Twitter at Sofla First off,
Sofla Neha! Shout out to Neha. I love it.
First, she loves you. Let's get out of that route. And then second, what is your favorite thing about Sarah, and did you want to go to the end with her?
My favorite thing about Sarah, I love everything about Sarah, but this girl is the most down-to-earth, non-judgmental. She's a beautiful human being. I've never met anyone like Sarah. This girl loves everyone. She can see the good in every single person. In that Big Brother house, I would lose my mind and be like, I hate this person, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she just gave everyone a blank slate and was like, it's just a game, Willow, like, you know, and she could pick out, these people were ripping on her, screaming in her face, and she could still, like, point out their good traits and things that she loved about them, and she could put that aside. She, you know, she was able to just, she truly loved everybody. You know how people are like, I don't know, I love everybody. That girl has a heart for everyone. She feels for everyone. She empathizes. I just, you know, Sarah's love is unreal. I just love the heart that girl has. You know, she's a beautiful human being. And did I want to go in with her? Absolutely, 100%. I was okay I would have took second place for that girl. She's the most deserving. I got to play that game with her. She is one of the best players of Big Brother history. I'll say it right now. That girl is so smart. She knows how to plant the seed. She knows how to talk game. She knows the right words, but she knows how to push egos. She knew, you know, what game talk and what not to do. This girl was amazing to watch and to work with. And I was like, I'm going final two with you. You were so deserving. You worked hard. And again, I want someone to represent our season, so I was going to take her to final two. And like I said, I could have took second place for that girl because that's how much I loved her, and that's how much I knew how deserving and how hard she worked to get there. So yeah, I was true to that girl.
Awesome. Okay. You were so much fun to watch fly around that house. How hard was it to keep yourself entertained all day, every day, when everyone else seems so content to just lay around?
I have a lot of energy, and I thought going into this house, I was like, easy. I can always entertain myself. I have 5 sisters, 1 brother, and we're always, you know, trying to keep ourselves busy and not kill each other. And I'm the second oldest, so I always like had to keep them entertained. So I was like, I'm gonna be awesome in this house. People are gonna love me because it's never gonna be boring. No, I'm sure I got it was really annoying. People were so content. Like Godfrey would just try to sneak in naps, and like people would just lay around and toss a ball around, and I was just like, I had so much energy. I even thought I had like lower energy at some points in that game, but looking back on it, like it would drive us nuts. Like you go crazy. You're like, oh, I can, you know, I'll talk about this. We'll do this game. We'll do that. No, like everybody, you know, gets tired of each other. They want to lay around. There was no one really with my type of energy. As you can see, we broke a few things trying to make up games and, you know, getting into trouble and stuff because we couldn't sit still. It was really, really hard to keep myself entertained. But as we got like more and more into the game, it just got so intense, and then, you know, it was very entertaining to just watch people blow up, but, you know, it wasn't all fun and games in that house like I thought it was going to be.
Absolutely. Okay, now my last question. Your reaction to finding out that Bobby told the guys about the so-called Girls Alliance was priceless. How badly did you want to kill him in that moment, and are you still mad at him?
Oh, my Bobby. Oh, my gosh. I love that guy. You know, I trusted him. We were the only ones that really wanted the chop shop to work, and we were trying to be these loyal puppies. But Bobby's game drove me nuts because he would just believe any little thing. Like, he was more paranoid than anyone, I think. So, you know, there's how many times did I have to, like, reel him in and be like, there's no Girl Alliance. No, I'm not coming after. Like, no, don't worry about this person. Like, why are you freaking out about, like, are you really scared of B right now? You think you cannot take B in a competition, Bobby? Like, calm down. And then he was always so scared of these girls. Like, even, like, in the house before I was leaving, he was just like, you can tell me what these Girls Alliance. I'm like, this does not happen. And then he tells me, because I'm like, why did Bruno save Zach? And he's just like, oh, that might have been my bad because of the Girl Alliance. I'm like, Bobby, you idiot. But, you know, at that moment, I was just mad because, you know, Bobby should have been, you know, he's still playing the game so hard for Bruno, but what he didn't realize is he was throwing me under the bus and screwing my game over. But whether Bobby said that or not, I know now it did not seal my fate. You know what I mean? Whether, you know, Bruno was going to save Zach to, again, shield him. You know, I know why this happened. It wasn't just Bobby's, you know, oh, there's a Girls Alliance. And I was mad at the time. Water under the bridge now. We're all good. I love Bobby. He didn't seal my fate. I know that. So we're all good now. I'm not mad at all. No, I'm a little still bitter at being there a little bit, but Bobby's still good with me.
All right. Thank you so much for answering my questions, Willow. We had a blast watching you this season.
Thank you so much, and thank you for watching. That means so much to me. You have no idea.
No problem.